Hello Summit, welcome back again to the channel. Today my name is Jenny. So today's video is going to be on the cutting and the sewing of this beautiful top, as you can see on the screen. If you are actually making this top, you should try and use a fabric that is so beautiful, because this top alone is so classic and it gives the big auntie vibe. So if this interests you guys, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, like and share this video, and also turn on your notification bell so that when I post a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you to my new and my returning subscribers, guys. So let's get into it. Welcome back again, Summit. So guys, this is the beautiful Ankara fabric I'm going to be using for today's tutorial. You can see how colorful this fabric is. I really love this fabric so much. So I have 6 yards of it, but I'm going to be making use of 1.5 yard for the top alone. Okay, so for the short, I have a video on how to cut a short, so just kindly go there and watch it out. So I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into two. So fold it in a way that the borders are going to match up together. You can see the borders, so fold it right side facing and make sure the borders are matching up with each other, okay, facing each other. So after folding it like this into two, like I said, I'm going to be making use of 1.5 yard for the top alone. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be doing now. The next thing I'm going to do is to just fold it into two again like this. That is making 4 times. The reason why I'm folding it like this again is because we are going to be cutting the front and the back together, and there is not going to be any shoulder slope or anything at the shoulder area. So I'm going to measure the length for the front, and for the front I want it to be around 19 inches, but you can see I have 20 right here. Yes, because I want to add stitching allowance of 1 inch on that part to make it 20 inches, okay, for the front. Then for the back, I'm going to make the length of the back around 22 inches plus 1 inch, 23 inches. Please just watch carefully the way I'm doing this, the folding part and also the marking part, okay, because this can be a little bit tricky. So after doing that, now I'm going to cut it out at the length of the back. You can see at the back length. So I'm going to just cut it out, and when I cut it out, this is what I'm having, guys. So now I have the front and the back folded into 4. You can see we have the top, which is going to serve as the shoulder. So we have just a close edge at that part, and you can see the other part that has 2 close edges is the center front and center back. The next thing now to do is to divide your shoulder into 2. Okay, so mine is 7.5. Whatsoever I have left, I'm going to just check it right there. Okay, so for the length of the sleeve, I just want it to be around, let's say, 14 inches plus the stitching allowance of 1 inch, making 14. Okay, so that is how long I want the sleeve to be. Then for the neck depth of the back, I'm going to mark 1 inch like this. Then for the neck width, I'm going to mark 3 inches. Okay, so just go ahead and make use of 3 inches, but note this depend on your size. Okay, so for me, I'm going to make use of 3 inches. I think 3 inches is perfect. Then for the front neck depth, I'm going to mark 8 inches. Okay, so because this is just like a V neck area, and we are going to be adding a collar to that. Then on that 8 inches, I'm going to just go in by 2 inches. So just watch carefully what I'm doing. You can see. So I'm just going to take that 2 inches all the way to the bottom part of the front piece. Just the front piece, not the back. So what we are trying to achieve is just for us to have the front piece looking shorter than the back piece. Okay, so you can see according to the video we have, you can see that the back is longer than the front. So that is it. So after doing that, just go ahead and connect the points together like this all the way to the neck width. Okay, so guys, coming to the sleeve opening, what I'm going to do is to divide my bust measurement into 6 plus 1.5. Then after that, I got 8. Then I'm going to add 1 inch stitching allowance, so making 9 inches. Okay, so on this point, I'm going to divide my bust measurement into 4. So I'm going to place my tape like this from the center front. I'm going to mark what I have there, okay, which is 9. Then I'm going to add extra 4 inches. So now this depends on how wide and full you want this blouse to be. So for me, I want it to be a little bit fitted on my body, so that is why I added 4 inches. So you can go ahead and add up to 5 to 6 inches. Okay, So whatever you have there, just measure and take it all the way down to the bottom part of the back, okay? So with a straight line, so you can see what I'm doing, just take it all the way down to the back length. So after doing that, guys, I'm going to cut this out. So like I said earlier, you can add up to 5 to 6 inches depending on how free you want it to be, okay? So just do whatsoever pleases you.
I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change.
So guys, after cutting it out, you can see what we are having now. So we are going to cut out this part of the neck area. So we are going to cut out the back neck area first, like this. Please cut out the neck of the back first, okay, before the front. So after that, we are going to open it up like this. Okay, so we are opening it up. We'll go ahead and cut out the neckline of the front. You can see. So we are going to replace this with a collar. It's going to have like a collar, okay? So after doing that now, I'm going to just arrange the front and the back together. When you do this, you discover that the back is actually longer than the front. So that is what we are trying to achieve. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead and measure out the neck area of the front. So starting from one area of the bottom part of the front, so I'm just going to measure it all the way to the neck area to the other side of the front. I hope you understand.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like.
So after measuring it, what I got was 48 inches, okay? So go ahead and measure yours. So whatsoever you have, you add extra 2 inches to it to be at the safer side, okay? So I'm going to be cutting a fabric of 50 inches. So I got 48 plus 2 making 50 inches. So I've cut out the fabric and this is it. I'm going to measure now from the neck width, not the back neck area. I'm going to open it up like this. You can see we have the front separate from the back. So I'm going to measure from the neck width all the way to the front area. You can see, so I'm going to mark 8 inches at that part. That is going to be the V area of the front. So just watch what I'm doing, you will understand better. So after doing that, I'm going to now measure from the back neckline, you can see, to that 8 inches I marked at the front neck area. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to measure what I have there. I think I have 11.5. So just measure it carefully. Whatsoever you have there, then we are going to make use of it on this piece of fabric we have right here. So this top part is going to serve as the shoulder area, okay? I'm going to just measure from that neck area all the way to the 11.5 inches, okay? After marking it, I'm going to just get the midpoint and I'm going to take it all the way down like this, okay? So this part where I marked my line, so I'm going to stitch on that line. You can see this line here. So after doing that, guys, this is what we are having. You can see how it is. Just turn it over to the right side. You can see and arrange it properly. So this is what you should have. You can see that the collar now is coming out. So it's time for us to attach it to our dress. So what you are going to do is to look for the midpoint. Then after getting the midpoint, you also look for the midpoint of the gown, the mid neck area of the back. Look for it and you're going to attach it like this, okay? So just go ahead and attach it like this. After doing this, guys, I've gone ahead to stitch up the side. So this is what we have now. You can see, so I'm going to just notch this armhole area so that the armhole can relax properly. And also go ahead and fold this part like this, okay? After doing all of this, I've gone ahead to cut out the pocket and I think I have about 12 inches for the length of the pocket. Then I have 8.5 inches for the width of the pocket. So this is how I want it to be. So you can make yours shorter or longer. So after doing that, now I'm going to just fold the top part of the pocket. Then I'm going to stitch up the main fabric and the lining of the pocket, okay, together. You can see. So just go ahead and stitch it up. And after that, this is what we are having. You can see I can put my hand inside of the pocket like this. So this is it, guys. Now the next thing we are going to do is to top stitch the pocket on the blouse. You can see this top is really coming out. So this is the front view, the right side. So you're attaching it to the right side. So from the center front, I'm going to mark about 2.5 inches to 3 inches. So depending on what you want, okay? I think I marked 3 inches, depending on the spacing you want for the pocket. So for the pocket, I'm going to mark 4.5 inches from the top, okay, like this. So I'm just going to mark 4.5 inches downward like this from the top of the pocket. That point where I marked the 4.5 inches is where I'm going to place at the base, that is the bottom part of the front. You can see what I'm doing, just place it like this, and remember the mark of 3 inches you made. So make sure your pocket is on that point, okay? So make sure everything is okay, then go ahead and top stitch it at the side, then and also top stitch it on the inner side like this at this top part, okay, so that it does not move all around by the time you put your object in it. So it's going to stay perfectly in place. So guys, this is it. So after stitching the pocket, this is what we have. Now this is the rough side of the blouse. So I've gone ahead to pipe all the rough edges. You can see both the side. I've gone ahead to fold it in because I don't want this fabric to fray, because it frays a lot. So this is what I did. I used my bias tape at the neck area of the front. You can see how neat it's looking. So at this point now, I'm going to just fold it like this at the side. That is the side of the back. So just go ahead and fold it in so that you have a good and a neat finishing. Okay, I hope you're seeing what I'm doing, guys. So this is it. Go ahead and stitch it down, fold it and stitch it down. I'm going to turn this over to the right side. So then this is it. This is what we are having. So you can see how beautiful it's looking on the right side. So I will just take this to my ironing table and I'm going to just give it a very good press. So guys, this is the pocket. Can you see this fabric is actually giving, because it has multiple colors, and I really love colorful fabrics. Okay, so this is what it looks on me, guys. So guys, this is the beautiful outfit we made. Is it not beautiful? It's really beautiful. It's giving what I want it to give, as in I want it to be a little bit fitted on my body. I don't want it to be jumping all around on my body because I'm a slim person. Okay, so if you are very chubby, you can make yours fuller than mine. So guys, thank you for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoy every bit of this video, and if you do, let me know on the comment section, and also like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Love you. Bye.